Console gamers rejoice, for VR has descended her wings down on... PSVR's out. The PSVR's out, and it's here, and I'm wearing one, and I've decided today to have a bit of a review of one, because I've got one. I will point out that Sony sent me this thing to review. They sent me the PSVR, they sent me a camera and 2 move controls, because you need the camera to make any of it work, and the move controls are needed for games like this, which means as much as they do say it's £350 for, PSVR, it's actually about $460 once you count all the things that you need up. I've decided today to use Job Simulator because we've already played it on the Vive, so we can make a direct comparison. But first, I just want to do a quick, brief overview of all of it, really. Then we'll get playing, I promise. Right, shall we talk setup, JobBot? Yes, we should talk setup. Hang on, one of my hands has decided it's over there. No, they're here. I'll throw into that now. The setup, it's a bit of a faff, really. And I think it's more of a bit of a faff for me, because all my consoles are nice and neatly in right shelves, and there's like all the wires are tucked down the back, and I have to unplug stuff and push it through, because you get like a box with the PSVR. It's about yay big. Ignore that hand, it's just having a fun time. It's sort of like a little processor unit thing that requires its own power, and it requires a whole bunch of crap to make it work. That's kind of annoying. I wasn't expecting that, and it just, I had to change my entire setup to make this fucking thing work. And it took a long time, and it was, because when you've got to reach around a shelf, it's a shelf, and you reach it around, you're pushing a wire up, and you've got no way of reaching this side to grab it. It was kind of like that sort of situation going on. But I set up eventually. Plugging the thing in was no real bother, it's all just plug and play. As soon as it was on my head, it worked pretty much fine. I mean, for some reason, this game I was massive for a while, but I worked that out by just deleting all the save data for it. But yeah, once it's actually plugged in, there wasn't issues. I mean, when the Vive was plugged in, it took about 6 weeks to get it working properly. But yeah, setup was okay to good. Okay to good. So if the setup was here, the comfort level, which everyone told me was excellent, is all the way down in the basement. This is a very uncomfortable headset. I do not enjoy wearing this thing. I like putting it on. It's a lot easier to take on and off, but because of that, it bounces around a fair bit more. It's only attached at the top. The headset is only attached to the thing that keeps it on your head at the top, and the thing that keeps it on your head is like a little halo that's at an angle, so it sits under the base of your skull. So if that was like your skull base, that goes there, then flicks around, then holds on the top. So there's no like side support, and the side support on the Vive is nice. You tighten it at the sides, you tighten the top, you get it all going. Very little to tighten, you just sort of tighten this top bit, but as it's a like solid plastic ring, it's not like just straps with Velcro like the Vive is. It's solid, actual solid stuff. It's just too tight. It's seriously too tight. I've got that thing, when you wear a pair of headphones and they're just a bit too tight and they're pressing your skull, you get like that pain at the back of your neck. I've got that from wearing it. But I get that immediately. It's a lot more comfortable if I just sort of sit it on my head. But then it's not, the VR's just sort of off and I'm looking at the bottom of the VR. Do I look like I'm looking up because I'm looking straight on? Yeah, comfort. Can't give it any points for that. I'm just checking my notes to make sure I've done anything. Oh, fuck, yeah, no. On the comfort thing, one thing, it does release at the back. I know you push a button and release it, but then it tightens up again once you put it in. So you stretch it open to put it on and then it kind of goes back. I'm not just trying to wedge my head into it and go, it's too tight. No, the fucking cable comes out of the side. So the actual wire that's wired in comes out of the side. It's just over that side. So I feel like I'm being pulled to one side a lot more. And what makes matters fucking worse is down just before it gets to my feet, I'm going to bring this up here, there's a box. There's a quite heavy box with 2 cables and stuff into it, and an HDMI port into it, that's actually quite heavy. If that had been like 30, 40, 50 centimetres further down the wire, then that would have been sitting on the floor. But as it is, it's just a big heavy box just pulling down even more. So I think a lot of my problems comes from the fact that part of my head's getting pulled that way all the fucking time. Why would you do that? Like, it comes with a little short cable attached to the PSVR, and then a longer cable that you attach to the processing thing. I don't know why you have that longer just make that one big long cable. That's absolutely fine on the Vive. You just wrap it up when you put it away. That's all you have to fucking do. But because of it, it's just a lot of weight. So I actually what I do is I get the cable that you can't see, and I stick it around my head. So I have the thingy around my head. Also, the headphones aren't above, they're below, and they keep falling out when this thing moves. So I have this, just have it wrapped around the back of my head, to take a lot of the weight and pressure off. And that's just something I feel like I shouldn't have to be doing, right? Right? He says I'm right. What the fuck does that say? You can't see it. Sorry, I'm not zooming in on the floor, guys. Is there a secret there? No, I'm actually reading a notepad. Right. Okay, yeah, the VR, that's the next thing I have to talk about. Yeah, that's the thing to actually mention. The VR itself, like how everything looks graphically, stunning. Stunning. They have done such a good job. It's way beyond what I thought it would be. The only differences I can see is it looks a little smaller. It's perhaps a little bit smaller on the side. Smaller field of view. I don't think I'm seeing as much. There's a bit more sort of darkness. I know you can bring this in a bit closer. But actually, I can't bring this slidey thing in full because I've got my glasses on. I've got fucking side straps. But yeah, it feels kind of fine that way. And it's a little bit of a blur. When I move, I feel like there's a little bit more blur than the Vive. I've jumped back and forth between this and the Vive, but they're pretty much fucking identical. Like it's there and there in terms of quality. Like way beyond what I was doing. Fucking kudos to Sony. This actual VR bit, you nailed. Apart from the fucking tracking, which is dire. It's horrible, and I'm not going to recommend the PSVR today because of it. It is just dreadful. I mean, there are so many problems with it. Like, for one, if I turn around, of course, it can't see the controllers. It doesn't know where they are anymore. Out to the sides, can sort of see them, bring them in, and woo! It knows which way up they are, because actually it detects itself. But yeah, have a lot of issues with that. If your hand goes in front of your face at any one time, the whole thing fucking lurches back and forth. There's a lot of lurching. Now, the tracking issues I've fucking tried to fix so much. Like, I've had low light, high light, I've moved the bloody camera around, because the first place, you need so much space as well. It's ridiculous. Like, it's currently in the corner of my room. It's currently the camera's sitting on a TV, which I've budged over, but I've had a TV just to get the right sort of height. But I'm in, like, the same space that the Vive takes up, and it's somewhere, oh god. There is that's the back of thing. So I'm actually in the same amount of space for not room tracking stuff, and it feels weird. Like, because I set it up sort of across like the shorter gap, and I was like, oh no, that needs to be the long one. You have to be really quite far away from it. I was not expecting to have to be so far away to make this thing work. Also, speaking of the desk that's back there, I feel really quite insecure with this VR. You see, when I do the Vive stuff, I've actually got a line along the floor, which you map out with the actual controllers when you're setting up, that tells me where I am in my room, and I use that to navigate the room. You can have grids and stuff, but I'm so used to it now, I have sort of just the lines at the bottom, so I still get the experience, but I'm also being aware of my surroundings and stuff. You don't have anything like that in this, so my desk... Oh, fuck. Oh, there it is. There. Which is there. I don't know where that is all the time, and I feel quite terrified. Like, I don't know which way I'm facing in my room, because you're wearing a blindfold, really, and I kind of would like them to implement some sort of room mapping thing just to appear on the floor, because otherwise it's just gonna... I don't know, I feel really quite nervous. I feel less like I'm able to go, hey, everywhere, because I think I'm gonna punch one of my monitors in the face. Right, that's a bit of a ranty witter thing. They've all burst. Of course they've burst. Do you know why they've burst? It's because I can't reach down there. Because down there doesn't exist and everything goes strange. Right, we are in. Whee! Ooh. Yeah, it seems to be a lot shakier in the rooms where there is stuff. Can you see? I don't know how much the bad tracking is getting picked up. I'm standing perfectly still, right? If I just scan this over my face, can you see that jolt? I hope that's picking that up. I've got this, like, those jolts are happening all the time. Like, you'll see me moving, but for me, it's like the world just keeps going like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like being on a boat. I'm not as sure on my footing. And it's consistent through everything that I've played. I just can't get the fucking tracking set up properly. Some people have got it done right, but I put the camera in every side of my office and every little bit of my office. I've had curtains on and off, different light levels. I had no lights on. I've got some lights on. And I just absolutely cannot get it any better than this. This is the best it is. So I will have to deal with that. That's quite far away. I do have a wall just there as well. Be careful, because it's actually a bit of an angle to get this working with the semi-decent tracking. Donut time! Oh, hang on. Oh, you ready? You okay? Oh, no, oh, shit. Oh, no, hang on. This hand's gone weird as well. Oh, steady. It's fine. I got donuts. It's like that bit in Red Dwarf with Lister trying to use his arm, his like robot arms, like, pick up the ball! Pick up the ball! Be throw! Yeah! Alright, we're VR in. Oh shit, gotta make coffee. That's the opening thing for this, isn't it? Coffee! I like my coffee like I like my women. Virtual. Right, we have to start up the computer. Whoa! Steady! Earthquake! It's an earthquake! Maybe it's just this game is now set in LA. Maybe that's what's happening. We okay? That hand's not okay. I'm there. You gonna find me? You can find me. I believe in you. No, I'm not over there. No. Oh dear. Alright, password is 101. Marvellous. Not now! Hang on. Right, let's see if I can recreate a wonderful moment. Ready? Flip! Grab! Fuck. Right, let's, ooh, cable. Ah! Tracking, man. Tracking. Let's do the ultimate test of VR. Let's see how hard it is to draw a penis. Right, I'm currently holding that completely and absolutely still. That is literally being held completely and absolutely still. And everything looks like it's moving. Okay, well this penis is going to be very difficult to draw. Why are you having an issue there? I'm just trying to see if the fucking sun's come out and there's just a beam on it or something. Hang on. Ready? Yes. Yes. No, what is that? Looks like a cactus person wearing a bikini. Ah! Whoa! That was unpleasant. And now I've scanned me on hand. How to job. Terrible name. What's going on? Get a thing. Work assignment. I'll read that later. Hey, Buzzbot, can I have your glasses? Oh! Nope, that's a wall. I can't have glasses. Right, let's hire some new recruits. What do you want to hire? Hipsterbot? No. Banditbot? Sure. Hired. Clonk. In the... Clonk? How do we clonk him? There we go. It's a new system. And, Banditbot again. There we go. Nailed it. I've hired him twice. Need less people to fire later on. Right, got myself a disc, but I'm going to slam it down. Ignore the jolting. See if I can scan a new version of it. Yeah, legal copy will not work. Oh, why doesn't it work? Fuck me. What do I want to eat for lunch? Do I want to eat a burrito, some nuts and bolts, a pretzel, Doritos, or this absolutely insane box of sugar? I don't want the sugar. Oh, it's just my hand that's shaking. I feel like this is doing a really good example of VR Parkinson's disease.
Can you get me a
candy bar?
I can get you a candy bar. Of course I can get you a candy bar, my friend. Money in the thing. Whoop, move over. And then nuts and bolts B. Candy bar.
It's stuck.
Ah, shake, shake. Yeah, nab it. Oh, fuck me.
My glasses.
Oh, what are you complaining about your glasses for? I just called them Bennett. Desk. Okay, so the desk is taking up that corner there. Jesus fucking candy bar eating Christ. Did that not count?
Did you just... Not cool, human.
What do you mean not cool? There. No, it's there, you fucking... I can step there, can't I? Well, someone's eating it. It wasn't me! Here, have your candy bar. Seriously? Seriously? Fucking seriously? Seriously? Have a nice horse! Have any of this! Have all these things and pin your money to the wall. Pin this to the wall. And it worked. Fuck you, Sharon! Don't throw my ball back at me! Copy my face, please. Is that what I look like? Is that really what I look like? How do I eat it? Oh, for God's sake, look, I've dropped it and it's got stuck on the push thing. Oh, I need something to wedge it out with. Sugar. Ah! That didn't work. I need something else. I need something bookish. You, wedge. Come on, flick it out. Flick it out. Flick it out. Yes! Good. Yeah! Nailed it. Oh, wait, hang on. There we go. There is your candy bar! Christ. That's my book! Just paid a book for a candy bar. I feel like that would only really go down well in, like, the Beano. Alright, time to make myself a presentation. Flip, grab, slam it in the drive. Ghost hand to molest the underside of the computer. That's new. I've added that. Fucking hell! Don't you nudge that sugar up. That sugar looks pretty nudged over to me now, hand. Okay, this button will take me through my slides. I'm going to copy it because I've got two hands. Before I finish copying. There we go. Okay, whoop, no, I need two. How do I click the button? Oh, click it together. Oh, hang on. That doesn't... There we go, okay. Adequacy in you. I'll lean this way so it can be seen. Cheese! Yeah, there's an overview. Good. Cheese! There's some data. Cheese! In conclusion, you may be fired after lunch.
Nice job, human.
Thank you. Have you click it back. That side gets to keep their things. I lose my things, but over there it keeps them. Oh my god, what secrets do you have, brown carpet? Oh, no secrets. It's all just show. Let's put my human assistant to the supervisor up here. We'll do it after this earthquake. There we go. There we go. Right, that apparently turned the computer off. Earthquakes do that. It's fine. It's fine. This is all fine. Well, Thingy's retiring, so I'm going to copy my magic 8 ball and then send him the copy because... whatever. What's his result? Ask again. I do like the fact that I can shake this without actually having to move it.
Oh,
That's
how
useful.
thoughtful. I'm sure they will.
Appreciate.
Yes. They will definitely appreciate it.
Anyway,
They'll probably appreciate it. Sharon, make sure they appreciate it. Also, stop these earthquakes. Right, I've got to fire 2 people. So who am I going to fire? I'm going to fire Bandit Bot. I'm going to fire him twice because I hired him twice. So that's fair. That work?
Oh,
No.
it was my first day.
No, no, you can't just take it. Oh, I was going to fire you twice. Let's have that as well. Oh, do you want a classic office prank? Here's a classic office prank. Staple the mouse to the mouse map. That way people can't use it later. Also looks like you just staple a key down. Classic office pranks here.
All right, carry on. Nothing to see here.
No, nothing to see here apart from a man about to fucking vomit.
Don't let that.
Jesus H. Christ. Oh, what the fuck? There's a little loading icon I can see. Can you see that? Now it's gone. Now it's gone, and all I can see is darkness. In fact, the headset appears to be completely off. Right, okay, well then that was the PlayStation VR. That's a good a point as any to... Oh, out of the real world. Just put that on the floor. I'm actually just going to sit down for a little while on stable ground. Yeah, that's... I can't recommend it. I can't recommend it. If you could borrow one before you bought it, I'd recommend that. I mean, you can't just, like, try one in a store, because the store's probably got the lighting all set up properly, or... no reflective surfaces or anything like that. I've turned off all my bloody Vive thing. Anything that was broadcasting a signal I tried to turn off. I've got blankets held over my curtains to try and get rid of any natural light. I tried my hardest to get it working and it just didn't. So yeah, I can't recommend it just because it's fucking pot luck if it works or not. And I've seen some people have massive problems with it and I've seen some people have no problems at all. So can't really recommend it unless you can somehow confirm that it's gonna work when you get it home. Because the VR itself is solid. I mean, the headset's kind of uncomfortable, but the actual VR is up to par with what the Vive's doing. It's just the tracking that's letting it down. And it is letting it down in a very big way, as you hopefully just saw. Anyway, that's the PSVR. If I can get the tracking sorted out properly, give it a bit more time, oh my knees, then I'll be able to do some more stuff with it. But as it stands, that's gonna go in a drawer and gather dust. I don't know how it's gonna gather dust inside a drawer, but it will find a way.
The Nerd Cube. The Nerd Cube. The Nerd Who? The Nerd Cube.